Chuck. You always win. Hey folks, Manny CA with another, hey, how many times can you load that whole video? Oh man, we're having so much fun. We don't know when to stop. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. My short-term attention span likes it, but people around me say that it's a little annoying. Yeah, well, today we got some more 20 gauge we're testing out. This time is the Wally World Special. Booyah! Oh wait, we're in the shade, that's not good. Winchester Super Targets, like we were saying. These are Wally World Specials, the cheapies of the cheap. I'm not expecting big things out here, with these guys at least. But we're gonna find out. That's the purpose of these videos, to see what works and what doesn't. That way you guys have the knowledge. You're armed with the knowledge. When you go out there and you say, hey, I wanna shoot this, I wanna shoot that. And you go into the big box stores and you're standing there and you're looking around and you're like, should I buy the Remingtons or should I buy the Winchesters? You go and ask 18-year-old Habib, you know, who's been working there for 3 weeks, hey, which hulls are better to reload? And he looks at you and he goes, what's a hull? Don't be that guy. You want to be the one who knows exactly what you're looking for and what's good, what works, what doesn't work. It's the whole purpose of this channel, people. Knowledge is power, and it weighs nothing. So, on with the testing. You guys know the MO. We take 2 of our chosen hulls and we shoot them until they can't be shot no more. Improper grammar, intentional. We're using 16 grains of universal clays, which is a great all-around powder. I like 16 grains of universal clays. I think it works very well in a 12 gauge and a 20 gauge. And 5/8 ounce of shot. That's right, 5/8 ounce of shot. Really good. Using 5/8 ounce of shot in a 7/8 ounce shot cup. And we'll show you how to do it so you get a beautiful crimp. Rest in peace, Julia Child. You can see these are an 8-point crimp. Okay? With a, looks like a zinc coated steel base. Now remember, 8-point crimp, 6-point crimp, 8-point crimp is usually used when small shot number 7.5 or 8 or 9. 6-point crimp is usually used with larger shot, like 5, 4, you know, go down the line, just to hold the shot in. One more thing I want to bring up. These Super Target hulls in the 12 gauge were dismal. I mean, very dismal. Downright pathetic. Let's see how long they last. They're crimping okay. We'll find out. That's what these tests are all about, people. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, namely dumping my powder all over the back of the truck. Things I do for you people. Shot number 3, load number 2. They seem to be holding up pretty good. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Being that we're loading 5/8 ounce of shot in a 7/8 ounce wad, we're using, well, that guy, we're using a piece of Cheerio as filler. Throw your Cheerio, throw your shot, and crimp as normal. Shot 4, load 3, they're holding up okay. Better than their 12 gauge counterparts. Shot 5, load 4. Another thing you want to think about when you're loading your components is your wad selection. Now remember, these being Winchester, and most Winchesters and Remingtons are what's known as a tapered hull design. That means that there's less volume in here so you can get more shots per pound of powder. Okay, so what you have to do is you got to get a designed wad that's made for a tapered hull. Today we've got a tapered wad design hull. Usually when you're measuring downrange performance, it's real critical when you're hunting and shooting clays, but since we're just doing hull performance, it really doesn't matter what you use. Anything would work as long as it's same gauge. After the 5th shot, our primer pockets are a little bit loose. Well, this one wasn't able to push down. Yeah, they're a little bit loose, but you can still load up. The case mouths are nowhere near as dirty as Maxine Waters' face, but they're holding up okay. These look like they got two-piece base wad design, so some guys like it, some guys don't. You kind of can see it in the sun here. Shot 6, load 5. They're holding up better than I thought they would. Shot 7, load 6. And it looks like we're starting to get a little bit of issues on that top crimp, but they're staying cleaner. There's not as much scorchage, I like that. You know, when you have your own channel, you can make words up. There's not as much scorchage as I've seen on previous hulls. Shot 8, load 7. Still holding up okay. Guys. After shot number 8, the hulls are holding up very well considering. Very interesting, but look how big the hull mouths are. And if you said occasional Cortex to Kami from New York, you're right. With those big ass Manson lamps she's got going on there. She looks like she's being constantly choked. Shot number 9, load number 8. And you can see we're getting some crimpage issues on the bottom where the petals are separating. But like we said in the past, as long as they hold shot, they're good to go. Shot 10, load 9. Oh, for you guys who ask me why I always take out one of my hearing protection when I'm loading, is because in one of our previous outings we were bum rushed by some field dogs that we really weren't quite certain on their intentions, so to speak. So we got to be able to have all our senses available to us. Shot 11, low 10. Look all right to me. Well, after shot 11, it looks like our primer pockets have opened up exponentially. It's not good for hand loading, especially if you're using an auto gun, semi-auto gun. You don't want these guys coming loose in your gun. It makes for all kinds of issues. So how many times can you load Winchester super targets? 11. That's incredible. That's outstanding. That's outstanding value. That's more than I could say about their AA counterparts or even their Their 12 gauge counterparts. The 12 gauge, the red ones, remember that? They were garbage. Talk about junk plastics. These are great. Buy with confidence, people, and load with confidence. You can at least get 5 and then pitch them. Why not? Cheap, cheap, cheap. It's the name of the game. Shoot more for less. Google, Facebook, YouTube hate us, hate our movement, hate the Second Amendment, hate your civil rights, and are trying to demonetize us and deplatform us. Every day I wake up and one of my videos has been demonetized, and I'm nothing. I'm a nobody. I'm a 35,000 subscriber guy, which is like nothing, because I don't want to sell out. They tell us, oh, your channel, your video doesn't qualify for ads because none of our advertisers want to campaign with you. What? There's not enough gun guys out there. There's not enough Midway USA and Brownells that they want to, you know, put their ads on our videos because we purport and we support what they sell. That's garbage. They're just doing this because they don't like Second Amendment self-reliance. Apparently we're good enough for them to take our money, but not good enough for us to spread the word. You guys got to do that yourself. Take the links up above, cut and paste them, send them to your email them to all your friends, compatriots, like-minded people worldwide. Get the movement started, people. It's our job. Happy shooting, have fun, and be safe. It's a dangerous world out there. Carry constantly and be in condition red. Till next time.